You have somebody, a wrangler?
We're not ready. We're not
We have
ready
a
yet.
trailer.
We do want goats. I do want some goats.
You think sheep would be better?
We just.
Is this a watershed here?
Yes. So, and we just put this fence up, so we're going to start somewhat of an orchard in this area. So it's fenced off from cows or sheep or goats or whatever we want to
Well, the sheep and the goats are going to jump right over that.
Probably,
But
right?
No. Well, they'd crawl through it.
That's
In
just,
fact,
yeah, that's
there
just
was
a 4-wire. So.
culvert right here.
Do you know Isabel Rollman? Did you ever work with her at El Capitan?
No.
I think she might have stopped working there a year or so ago.
What's
She worked at the store. She helped run
I
the
would
store.
normally take you all
Izzy.
through here, but
Izzy.
it gets a
Yeah,
little
Yeah.
wild.
She went to DP?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know her.
Yeah, that's our goddaughter.
Isabel?
Izzy, yeah. She worked at El Capitan Canyon up until.
What year did you graduate?
Hey, Lewis.
2019. She was a year ahead of me. She recognized me, I didn't
Did you know,
recognize her.
Kylie Falk?
I don't think so.
So Lewis, Clay, so are you guys related?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you two twins?
He's like 5.5 years old.
Got it. Because I'm like, I'll look at you and then maybe I'll see you. Yeah, I'll be like, wait. Where do you live?
In Carp.
Okay.
That must have been a nice drive all the way over here.
I know. That traffic is crazy.
Rodney's class, so.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of cars. I think it's just spring break.
I think I was the closest one.
Everybody's just going
El
crazy
Capitan
right now.
Canyon. I was working before I came.
So do we have enough for a cob?
We can get as much as you want.
This works, right? This is good?
Yeah, we're gonna show Aaron.
You should rent a Bobcat. Or buy a Bobcat.
Yes. And then we'll probably buy them.
With sandbags and domes, and she'll show you the red pipe.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're allowed to build 10 by 12 structures or smaller out here without triggering permits.
So just build a bunch of them really, really close to each other.
So this is something. What kind of scat is that? Who can identify this scat? Is that coyote?
No,
Mountain
it's
lion?
fur in that. Probably a mountain lion or something.
It's major fur in there. There's some amazing oak trees back in there. Some really big ones over there.
Are you guys going to take out these T-posts or use them?
We're reusing them, whatever we can.
Or are you going to keep them here or are you going to move them?
Probably move those. Why, you need T-posts?
No. We got plenty of T-posts.
Oh.
We have a whole company that'll buy them for us too.
You have a lot of T-posts? We'll buy them from you.
Well, we don't have a lot, but we have enough for what we need it. But if we need
This is
more.
the one spot we had fire right there.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that
where
weird?
that tree is.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it was just like an ember came over and
Most likely, yeah. An ember just came
it was
over
just
and
bizarre because it just took it over. But it looks like there's some new growth coming up.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So this is the only spot where the fire hit from our house. That blackened branch right over there.
What was that noise that
We actually have way more growing on our side than the state has.
I know, it's weird.
Makes me want to look for them.
Huh?
I love looking for grasshoppers and crickets and cicadas whenever I hear them.
Did you ever watch that show Bug's Life?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You still watch it, don't you? Oh, okay, you just keep telling yourself that.
It's funny how you never notice how tall these mustard plants are until you walk over.
Oh, they get really tall.
I know.
I mean, they never get tall in the field because we have the sheep constantly grazing them.
I mean, we've got to get these sheep.
or this class?
But I got annoyed. There was a little spot at work where they were right up front where we keep the sheep, and I got annoyed. I just took a weed whacker and started chopping them.
Is it here? We can't see it now. So I think the bulldozer came through the creek bed after the fire, or during that fire event.
Yeah, came right through there.
And now it's overgrown again. So that's good. But it was just complete there into the creek.
How high was it when he mowed it down?
It wasn't actually that high because we had cattle here.
Oh, that's another thing you can do is rent out your land to farmers that need grazing fields.
We have to do something.
It's
That's
not very lucrative, just because the grazing
Yeah.
as soon as the summer starts. I mean, there's no food for like 7 months or 8 months. Like I think we could probably only have like 10 cows, probably
Yeah.
year round. Probably not enough. Hard to make a living on.
Well, you can rent your land out to ranchers that need grazing fields,
Yeah.
and they'll move them through the year.
Right, we do that a little bit. There
Okay.
is a herd that grazes our ranch, and then 2 more ranches that way, and then the ranch. We butt up against the ranch. All the mountains you see is a private ranch.
Oh, okay.
Not ours, a different one. But the cows are just free range. They kind of come and go. We'd like to do
Yeah.
goats. Make more sense, you know.
What's in this box? Have you looked at?
It's just
I think it's
old Edison stuff. So wait, you want to take them to the other
Yeah.
tar plant?
Is that good?
Yeah, but they're all like that big, so I'll point them out. But
Okay.
we'll have to kind of, well, not.
Not step on it.
I do.
So if you guys want to get a drink, there's a cool white cooler over here if you want to grab something or
And
whatever.
there's gallons of water and
There is a
thing
porta
of,
potty if you need
Gatorade.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I didn't take that off when I saw it in the. Shit, there is a gallon in there. Oh, it's just
Some of those are filled with just ice.
That was his ice.
Hey, that one's just ice. That one's just ice. Yeah. If the Gatorade doesn't have color in it.
Because in certain areas you hear the freeway, and other areas you don't.
Yeah.
Do you have that at your place?
There's a big.
Yeah, you can hear it where the sheep are and where the animals are. A little in the shop. Sometimes it's when they hit those vibrating things on the side of the freeway to wake
Okay.
you up. Sometimes I hear that in the middle of
So
at
do you
night.
sleep there?
No. I live over by Dos Pueblos. I should sleep there. I only worked how many days?
7 days, and you worked a 12-hour shift on Monday.
No, I worked over 7 days.
Oh yeah,
Because my last day off was 2 Thursdays ago.
2 Thursdays ago.
You don't work there, do you?
No, he just told me about all
okay.
this.
And my next day off won't be till next Thursday.
Wow.
No, if I worked there, I'd probably die pretty fast.
Oh, I'm the only one that works that hours. Mainly because we don't have it. We need another person. We're understaffed.
So
I don't mind it. I make bank on overtime.
since we're in this spot, another thing that we have to consider in building, if we ever like do a barn or whatever, there are pipelines coming through here. So Edison, of course, you see the high tension lines here. Craig, what are the distances from Edison lines for building? Is it 100 feet or 50 each side?
No, it's 20. I think it's 20 feet total, or 25
On
feet
each
each
side.
side.
And then there's pipelines that are coming through. Do you
The
see that
oil
yellow
pipeline.
tag right there?
Gas pipeline.
That's
Oh.
That's a crude oil pipeline.
but I don't think it's active right now.
No, it might be natural gas because we have no.
That one's by the highway.
Oh, okay, the natural gas is by the highway.
Yeah, this is the same pipeline that burst at Refugio, whatever, 8-10 years ago when we had our oil spill. So it's not currently being operated, but they're talking about. So the oil company that owns it, they were trying to truck all the oil for a couple years from like Sisquoc to Ventura or whatnot, but the county won't let them do that. So there's talk about reactivating this pipeline, like maybe putting a smaller one inside the old pipeline or something like that.
So
But we
anyway,
actually have vents up the hill. There's old vents from the pipeline, which aren't currently being used.
so we have that to consider.
25 feet on each side. We can't build 25 feet
So
on each
there's
side.
definitely some math we got to figure out.
Yeah.
All
Even
right.
for the crude oil line?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
this is where
if
we
any,
wanna build
there's
the
a
barn
porta
right
potty if
here.
anybody needs it. Otherwise, we'll go down the Calle Real path. Follow me.
Did this used to be paved?
No, it's the ancient Calle Real.
Oh, this is probably what the cowboys used.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of mustard seed around.
Do you have the original Calle Real in El Cap?
No. Not that I know of. Even if we did, it's probably all covered up. I think so.
So does anybody know what this tree is?
All my friends are
A green one?
starting
Yeah.
college now.
What
Louis,
tree
you
is
know what
this?
this tree is?
Is it a bay?
It's a willow.
Oh, willow.
So
That's
a lot
a
of
big willow.
a lot of willows will grow in the creek beds.
Yeah.
And when we did our restoration project, we took a lot of cuttings from the willows and then we just stuck them in the ground. And sure enough, they're already rooting
Yeah.
And spreading.
and spreading. So it's kind of it's really important to restore for any erosion control.
Yeah.
Although I don't personally think they're that fascinating, but
Well,
They're a
remember to
weed,
get their,
kinda.
the
Yeah.
natives got their aspirin from?
right, that's true.
What is it, the bark or the leaves? It's the bark,
But of course, these are the oak trees.
10 minutes,
We have some amazing oak trees on this. And this is kind of where we would see in these lower areas, we'd seen bear prints.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So
The next canyon over, Molino Canyon, our neighbor texted me 2 days ago, said there was a family of bears swimming in his pool, and they were just shitting in the pool for like 2 hours. There's giant, the whole bottom of the pool was just black.
oh god.
Like 2 days ago when it was like 95 degrees out here.
Do you have a 12 gauge in that camper? I'd keep a 12 gauge in that camper.
We don't
tell you.
There's not, but we don't keep any food at all in the trailer. We sleep in there, but trying to keep the mice out and the bear.
So this, where that one oak tree is, you see up there?
Yeah, because
Before the fire, it was all kind of sages.
that's not good.
Post-fire, the bulldozers made
At least
it.
they didn't bulldoze the trees.
Well, you can see there's
they
some
did.
Oh, they
trees
did.
up there
Yeah,
that they did bulldoze.
They dozed about 200 oaks.
Yeah.
So these high tension lines,
They
these
really
poles
went to
cost
town.
$250,000 each if they burn to replace. So that's why we didn't find out that they scraped all of our 10 acres or so down to mineral soil till the day after, but it was all to prevent
Yeah, it
the
was
lines.
kind
So how much to replace?
250,000,
of each for the Edison line.
Yeah,
The high
for each pole.
and then the double poles are more. That's labor.
Mostly the labor. right?
Well, and yeah, but
The pole-
sometimes they've got to use helicopters to put the poles in place, and it's kind of
Yeah.
We don't need to do that on these. Just plenty of room.
So there's the pipeline stake.